Torrential rain here at Windy Hill. Oh dear, dear, dear. Bahagia caught, Rioli through. Let's hope this rain doesn't stay with us all day. The Bombers have the opportunity of going into attack through Chris Waterson with a drop punt down towards the half-forward line. A very congested area it is too. Danaher waits for the ball to come out, but umpire Robinson comes in and decides to have a bounce. Could it be a passing shower, Bobby?
I doubt very much, Sandy.
So do I here in Melbourne. Here's the bounce again.
We get our weather from Adelaide.
Well, thank you, Robert. As that ball goes out of bounds on the full, and so again the chance with Waterson to put the Bombers into attack. Looks for Merritt and finds him. Too far out to score. Kink is waiting in the square, and we're not going to see a lot of kicking now, a lot of long kicking now, as the rain does start to clear a little. No one able to pick it up, and eventually forced over the line. But is the umpire going to say?
Well, wasn't he? He was trying to put the ball through for a point, surely.
Well, he missed, Rob.
Well, why should he be penalised? It's part of the game.
Well, he has been penalised. Perhaps we could ask Ian Robinson on what's your decision tomorrow.
Maybe we can, Sandy.
It's the kick from Bahagia. It's good. And a great start for the Bombers in the second term. 2-4 to Richmond's 4-2 on Sevens big lead.
Yes, in these conditions, umpire Robinson must feel that Greg Strawn has wonderful skills. We watch it again on replay. Ball kicked off the ground, smothered. Strawn diving in there. What else could Strawn do under those circumstances? As the ball comes out of the centre. Knocked on in good style by Merritt, up towards the forward line. Williams comes out, can't handle the greasy ball well. Otway could almost have got given a free kick. Peart lost possession of the ball. The loose ball comes out towards the pocket where Bahagia goes after it again. Tackled, loses possession, and the umpire saying he had no chance of getting rid of the ball, so he will bounce the ball in the forward pocket for Essendon. 16 to 26, a 10-point margin in favour of the Tigers at the present moment. Lee up high, got the ball down, and we'll see a throwing take place, this time about 10 metres further away from the Essendon goal. Still in the forward pocket. Still heavy rain falling. Fine first quarter by the Tigers, but Essendon with a goal so early in this quarter, a good start as Palm lost possession when he was knocked over. Danaher's underneath the pack. Umpire Westgar decides it's time for another bounce. In these conditions, of course, we'll see quite a number of bounces as Lee gets the ball down. A hand pass. Came from the big fellow Lee. It's picked up by Hawker. Puts it down towards the square. Punched away. Landy tried to, Peart, I should say, tried to tap it on. But it goes over the boundary line, so another throwing to take place about 5 metres around from the behind post. Forward pocket for Essendon. And only a couple of minutes played in this second term, but already the Bombers doing all the attacking. Very wintry conditions. Merritt caught at the bottom with a football. And again, another stalemate. Crowd have all been prepared, bringing their umbrellas. Lee. Bahagia. Handball across. Shot at goal. Looks good. It is a great shot for goal by Gary Foulds, and he posts the Bombers third. So here they come. 3-4 to 4-2 on Sevens big lead. As the board, 22 to 26. So only 4 points to margin now as we watch on replay. The ball running past Jess, picked up in fine style by Bahagia. A quick hand pass across to Foulds, and a high floating kick, too high for Peart in the goal square, and full points to Gary Foulds. Centre backs once again with Lee and Madden. Madden winning it, but taken by Rioli, who tumbles a punt down towards Waitman and Bartlett. Bartlett, no one going past. Where do I go, says Kevin. Eventually he hooks it over the shoulder. Waiting down was Watson. Hurriedly, but straight to Philip Egan.
He can steady, shoot towards goal, but the pressure put on him by the player coming towards him forced him to hook that ball and record just one behind. So the Bombers are 3-4 and the Tigers now move to 4-3. Straight down the middle, back into play once again. Holding the ball. The Tigers now in their forward line in with an opportunity. It's Clayton too slow to get rid of it on that occasion. To pull forward, waiting at the back, and the mark is going to be paid to Foley. And he had a pretty good first term, Dan Foley. Kicked one in the first and has the opportunity of again opening up this lead, and he's done exactly that. He's taken Richmond to 5-3, leading Essendon 3-4 on 7.
Very unusual, Sandy. It's, since you've been in Melbourne, we've had very little rain, as the drought would verify. The free kick has come out of this, and we'll find Essendon being penalised because Watson had taken the ball away, and now it's brought back for a free kick to Simon Madden. And Madden from the centre of the ground. A hand pass to Nagel. Essendon fans aren't too keen on all this handball. As Nagel's kick goes up towards half forward, knocked away by Lee, knocked on again by Watson. Jepp comes out, taps the ball forward. Danaher's first there. Can't get the hand pass clean. Watson again picks it up, swings it over the shoulder. Lee's there for Richmond. Misses the mark completely. Slips in the conditions. Then taps the ball wide. Picked up by Palm. Palm goes for the short pass. Too high for Sarah. Madden racing across. Slips. Taps the ball back though in fine style to Hawker. Hawker towards half forward and intercepting there Landy. On to Waitman. Waitman just gets away from the tackle. Goes for the short pass. Coming out is Roach. Can't handle the ball cleanly though. Slips, slides. Andrews dropped the ball. And umpire Robinson will bounce. So umpire Robinson bouncing the ball in the centre of the ground. Lee got it down to Waitman. Waitman's short kick. A diving attempt by Weston. And once again a bounce will take place. Umpire Robinson put the ball down. A big pack of players around the bounce. Lee and Madden. Madden up the highest. Tapped on by Weston to Hawker. Hawker's kick. Knocked on by centre half forward in Danaher. Palm got it out towards Peart to Landy. Landy puts it wide to Egan. Egan balks well away from Nagel. And the left foot kick towards half forward. Foley's there. A nice mark. Cop one to go on with. And so Foley from centre half forward. With this rain persisting, he may be just a little far out. He's about 40 to 45 metres out, but he's kicked 2 fine goals so far. So his confidence will be up. Dan Foley, a lovely kick. It's a beautiful kick from Foley. Splits the centre and brings up his 3rd goal.
So Richmond moved to 6-3, leading Essendon 3-4 on 7's big league. And again, the Tigers are able to open up. Well, almost a 3-goal break.
Well, Weston has been shifted across onto Foley. So Kevin Sheedy obviously feels Duckworth not doing the job, so he's gone on to Martello.
22, plays 39, and we've played just on 10 minutes for this second stanza here at Windy Hill. It's not living up to its name as far as that's concerned today, but it is very wet. Nagel is somehow free kick.
Maybe a bit heavier now with the mud that he'll be carrying.
He's very much heavier, I think. But he'll go from the centre with a heavy ball, looking for Merritt, who tried to tap it over the back and was effective too, as Williams gets a high kick down towards the half-forward line. Lee stood his ground, could have almost been free kick. Landy scooped it out cleverly towards Jepp. Jepp gets another handball away across to Waitman, and the Tigers are out of trouble. It's picked up by Sarah. He goes wide towards the wing. The chance is there for Matthew Wall, and he will put the Tigers into attack. They've looked reasonably dangerous right from the outset today. Over the head of Bartlett it goes to Roach, who needs someone going past. Oh, he's run over the line. And another throw. So these conditions certainly not suiting Michael. So in again. Madden, Martello, Andrews, and again over the line, but some 15 or 20 metres closer to the Tigers' goal. They lead by a 17-point margin, which in these conditions, Bobby, is a handy little break to have at this stage.
Yes, they had a 16-point margin at quarter time, so they've actually gained 1 point in this second term. We find Waiton playing a great game. Gets a hand pass out to Rioli. Well trapped by Roach. Gets it across to Sarah, who dummies beautifully. Hooks it back towards goal. That's a lovely goal. Paul Sarah.
So Sarah kicks his first, and the Tigers go on their merry way. 7-3 to 3-4 on Sevens big lead.
It's a good piece of teamwork there as we watch on the replay. Roach trapping it beautifully on the half volley. The hand pass to Sarah. Ducked his head under that tackle and then speared through a nice goal.
Centre bounce once again. Lee. In fact, the umpire deciding to eventually throw it up in these conditions, which is highly sensible. Lee scoops it out. He's been a great trier all year. Pushes it forward towards Martello some 15 or 20 feet. And another ball up. Watson. Merritt and Jess. Palm is having a pretty enjoyable day. Jess, they're going backwards, but it may get them out of trouble eventually as Jeff puts it out towards Danaher and Waitman. Danaher goes for the handball over the top. This could be dangerous. No, they'll get out of trouble as Otway spears it in across the half-forward line once again. Good chance for them. Richmond, however, through Peart. His hair's gone black in this rain. Wiley to half-forward. No mark taken. Bartlett waiting at the back. Shot forward, however, by Peter Bradbury. Still a chance for Martello. He goes short and finds the fellow that's doing no wrong at the moment in Dan Foley. He's kicked 3. As the rain ceases, he now has every opportunity of pushing Richmond even further ahead. What a danger game this is for the Bombers. They can't afford to drop a game. High drop punt by Foley, who's got his kicking boot on today. That's his 4th goal. And the Tigers are 8-3, leading Essendon 3-4 on Sevens big lead.
Back to Windy Hill now. Richmond leading by 27 points at the 17-minute mark of the second quarter.
And the benefit of 15 metres, and what a generous 15 metres that was from Ian. Robinson tumbled down, but taken by Waterson. And again, the Bombers with the opportunity of going forward through Terry Danaher. And here's another 15. And Matthew Wall has just given away 30. He's brought him right in front of goal. But no, Terrence will have to go round. But after being 45 metres out, he's now 20.
Foolish place, Annie.
It was. But the Bombers certainly need a goal. They've got one. Through Terry Danaher, he kicks his second, and the Bombers move to 4-6, trailing Richmond 8-3 on Sevens big lead.
Yes, there's really no sense in giving kicks away like that. As Terry Danaher now is, after kicking that goal, is going down to the back line. Duckworth coming to the forward line. So Dan Foley really proving a worry. But when you've got a player like Terry Danaher, although he's kicked 2 goals, I must admit it hasn't been the greatest day for Terry Danaher, but he has kicked 2 out of 4. So you're taking a bit of your goal-kicking power away. Madden, not a clear tap that time. Wiley slipped as he was about to get the ball. Watson again puts it into attack. Peart misses a sitter, kicked off the ground by Strawn. Peart goes after it again along there with Williams. The umpire, I'm sure, will come in and bounce the ball. Umpire Westgarth. Merritt taps it wide. Collision between Duckworth and his teammate in Williams, and so we'll find a throw-in to take place. Mistakes are really going to be made in these conditions. Players can't be expected to not make mistakes. Strawn tries to get the hand pass through to Wiley. Wiley bundled out of the way. Egan comes in. Jess comes over the top and gives away a free kick. And we'll find Duckworth with the free kick on the half-forward line. Touched off the mark. Egan trying to force the ball through. Rioli handles the ball beautifully. The left foot kick from Rioli. Bradbury in position to mark. Bartlett making no attempt to get to that one. And so Bradbury will take the mark and a 15-metre penalty.
It brings him down towards centre wing. He doesn't worry about it. Gives it to Neagle, who goes over the top of Rioli. Waterson. Bad handball. They get out of trouble, though. Well, they virtually just stopped Essendon going on then, he and Robinson.
We have given the free kick, though,
Yeah.
Sandy, that was right.
Okay, towards half forward. Wiley. A hurry kick back towards the wing. Through the arms of Clark it goes. Palm. Sarah. To the outer side. Danaher and Martello. The boundary line will be too close for both. And so we'll see a throw in at outer wing. And it's interesting, not on camera, but down just in front of our commentary position, Francis Burke remonstrating with the runner, and out goes the runner now. So it'll be interesting to see what exactly is being said. The Tigers in pretty good stead at the moment, leading 8-3, 4-6 in these conditions. That one goes over the line on the full. So again, the Bombers through Clark will bring it back into play at the 20-minute mark of the second term. No one able to take it effectively. Peart and Merritt both down there. Out it comes, but in the meantime the umpire says, look, let's see what we can do about clearing it away. 30, plays 51. Lee. Jess. Wiley. Dropped potato. And again, much to the crowd's annoyance, umpire Westgarth coming in for a bounce.
The bounce will take place on the Essendon half-forward line. Jimmy Watson, number 32, having a great game so far. But unfortunately for the Bombers, Essendon trailing by 21 points. It's tapped on. Cameron Clayton going in, loses possession. Kane comes out with it, a blind turn. But Cameron Clayton did get a push in the back, and so he will take the free kick. A last-minute replacement. Clayton playing a fine game for the Bombers. Nice kick towards half-forward. Tapped on by Merritt. Taken there by Duckworth. A little too long to get rid of the ball. And another pack forms, so well, that's a free kick to clear it. So it's a free kick to the Tigers, and it will be taken by Graham Landy.
Goes from half-back line towards Strawn at centre wing. There's a chance now for Watson as he goes short up towards the half-forward line once again. Possibly called out on that occasion. No one able to take it, but the Tigers showing more desperation in these conditions at the moment. And another ball up to 2 minutes. Both sides really keyed up for this game today. Lee wins it. And there's absolutely nothing the umpire can do in those conditions. Hawker has it stolen from under his nose. Palm tried to get an effective handball away and was close to being successful. But again, the stalemate. Frustrating football at the moment. Madden and Lee, won by the latter. But a great kick by Fold. Goes over the line eventually and one behind over. 4-7 to 8-3. Tim Jett standing in the square. Hasn't done a lot of this, Tim. Brings it back into play, however. Lee and Madden. Rioli rides a bump. He's a very skillful footballer. Wiley took too long looking for the free kick, and eventually Lee gives it to Rioli. Up towards the centre of the ground. Over the top came Foley. Dropped the football, however. Clayton was able to take advantage of it. Took the handball out in front of Folds again. There's going to be a change made here in the Richmond camp very shortly. Away they go out of trouble through Matthew Wall. Jess cleverly taps it over the back towards Bartlett. A chance for he and Bradley to show their skills. Foley nips in. He's kicked 4. How's it going to bounce? It bounces through. 5 goals on the board for Dan Foley. and the Tigers move further ahead. The scores see 9-3 to Richmond. Essendon are 4-7, and as I said, Dan Foley 5 to his credit.
As you watch it again on replay, it certainly is Dan Foley's day today, because he picked it up like a little fellow and snapped it, and the bounce favoured him. So Dan Foley with 5 goals on the board. Waitman off, Conlon on, as we find now Egan. The hand pass, smothered slightly. Sarah's there, tackled too high, and he will take the free kick. So Paul Sarah. He's across the ground. Foolish play, in my opinion. Watterson almost could have been given the free kick. Rioli picks it up, puts it down at the back. The big fellow Roach, a great mark in these conditions. So Michael Roach, only 25 metres out, directly in front.
And Bobby, it's interesting, the last 10 minutes that Francis Burke has virtually been coaching right from the boundary line.
Roach, directly in front. Full points to Roach, his second goal, and the Tigers really have the Bombers in trouble.
The match saw